All right, we're about to break down what might be the single strangest police blotter entry I have ever seen. Seriously, we're going to dive right into the official report to figure out what on earth happened at a Dollar General in Georgia. So, what happens when a police report reads less like a legal document and more like a fever dream? That's what we're looking at today. The official record is wild. It's so out there you'd swear someone made it up. We're headed to Pine County, Georgia for a story that has it all: rap battles, mythical creatures, and a new king of the discount aisle. So let's set the scene. It all starts with a bizarre disturbance. We're on Highway 84, it's a Tuesday evening, and things are about to get really, really weird. Yeah, you're reading that right. The first 911 calls started flooding in just after 6 p.m. on May 21st, describing, well, that. A giant gorilla rapping, throwing shopping carts, and battling an angel made of spaghetti. You can just imagine the dispatchers thinking it had to be a prank call. So, where did this gorilla come from? Well, according to the people who saw it happen, he didn't come from anywhere. He just appeared. The term they actually used in the report is respawned, like he just materialized in the woods behind the store, just like in a video game. This individual would soon be known as King Bananas. Now, here's where it gets even stranger. The first thing that happens isn't a fight. It's a diss track battle. An improvised musical dispute, right there in the parking lot. And who were the participants? Well, King Bananas apparently walked right out of the woods and immediately started a rap battle with these three locals. You've got Tanner, Cheryl Lee, and Joseph Jojo Green, who, and this is perfect, is listed as both an auto mechanic and a spoken word poet. You couldn't ask for a better eyewitness. And look at this timeline. The whole thing, from the moment the gorilla respawned to the moment he claimed victory, took just 18 minutes. It was an absolute whirlwind of lyrical warfare and supernatural chaos. So how did the diss track battle end? Well, it seems King Bananas proved his lyrical superiority and then decided it was time to take the show on the road, or, into the store. His method of entry? Launching a shopping cart right through the front doors. Okay, so he's inside the store now. And this is where things escalate in a way that, frankly, nobody could have seen coming. A spaghetti angel manifestation, and for a moment, a very short-lived alliance. The first thing he does is grab the store's PA system. So just try to picture it. You're shopping for detergent, and suddenly the overhead speakers are hijacked by a gorilla dropping aggressive rap verses. It's a whole new kind of in-store entertainment. And while King Bananas is performing his hostile takeover, a second character enters the scene. Right out of the freezer section, a 10-foot-tall man made of spaghetti with noodle dreadlocks just manifests. And for a hot second, it seems like they team up, a rapper and a pasta apparition. But, that alliance was never going to last. Just as quickly as it started, their partnership came to a sudden, violent, and kind of delicious-sounding end. At exactly 6:16 p.m., just 2 minutes after the angel appeared, King Bananas turned on his new friend. He sucker-punched him mid-verse, ripped his robe open, and then, for the grand finale, consumed the entity's soul. And we have to go back to our poet/mechanic, Jojo Green, for maybe the greatest quote in police report history. He told deputies that King Bananas consumed the entity's glowing guac soul. That's a phrase that's just going to live in my head forever now. So, what happens when your gawk soul gets eaten? Well, according to the report, the spaghetti angel just dematerialized on the spot, leaving behind nothing but a pile of what witnesses called Parmesan dust. The battle was over, the gorilla had won. So when deputies finally roll up at 6:18, the fight is over. The dust, or I guess the Parmesan dust, has settled. And a new, very strange order has been established inside the Dollar General. The scene that greeted the deputies was described as a jungle war zone with candy paint lava. Now, the report clarifies this was probably an exaggeration, but it definitely gives you a sense of the absolute surreal chaos that had just gone down. But here's the funny thing. For all the talk of war zones and thrown shopping carts, the actual damage was next to nothing. We're talking less than $150. Besides the front door, the main problem was just a bunch of displaced snack cakes. And this might be the most unbelievable part of the whole story. When the deputies talked to the store manager, Carol Bigsby, she refused to press charges. In fact, she said business was booming, and that King Bananas was now a permanent fixture in the store, signing mixtapes for customers on aisle 9. And so, having won the battle, defeated his pasta-based foe, and secured the blessing of management, King Bananas took his throne. He was last seen sitting on top of a rotating rack of Slim Jims, wearing a shopping cart wheel as a crown, the self-proclaimed ruler of the dollar realm. Officially, the police investigation is still ongoing. But really, this report leaves us with more questions than answers. What is the future of this Dollar General under its bizarre new management? And more importantly, what is on those mixtapes? For now, that remains a Pine County mystery.